Hey, it's the big motherfucking baby. And I'm back. And it is September 10th, and I am recording another podcast, Big Baby's podcast. I'm happy to be here with you all. I'm happy to talk a little bit of shit. But I also want to provide, some good knowledge for you. Anyways, I'm back here by myself. First things first, I want to give a shout out to my boy J.E. Money, Josh Etienne and his wife, Alex now Etienne. I just want to congratulate you all on your wedding. I had a great time in Martha's Vineyard with you all celebrating your day of matrimony. From the welcome party to the wedding ceremony itself, it was beautiful. It was great to be around friends and family and to just celebrate a union of two beautiful people. Alright, enough of serious shit. Time to get ignorant. Let's see what we got on tap for today. Let's see, we got Nicki because she's retiring. I was going to talk to you about Andrew Luck, but this is from like last week. I'm not really doing that. I'm going to give some comments on this Bahamas slash Carolinas. Some of the talk. It's not necessarily. It's not a. What I want to say. I'm not going to really talk about the event itself. I'm just going to talk about some of the woke people and some of their responses to it. A little NFL. A little cancel culture. Let's see what else we got on here. And a little bit about Kevin Durant and some of the stuff that he was talking about. I think all those are some interesting topics. But first, we're going to start it off with Nicki Minaj. And we got the news last week, that Nicki Minaj was going to be retiring from rap. I won't say she's a pioneer necessarily, but she is one of the most decorated, most highly respected female MCs. She definitely, I think, especially in my life, was one of the first, if not the first, to hold her own in a way that she was not looked at as a female MC. She was looked at just purely as an MC. It takes me back to 2010 when Monster by Ye dropped, and she had the fast verse on that track. I mean, she's on the track with Ye, Jay, Ross, and they were all still active back then. It's not like we were hearing from Hov like once every 3 years, Ye once every year and a half, every 2 years. Like, nah, man, they were out there still busy. And Nicki came out there with no album and bodied them like 5 different flows on the verse. And I kind of think that's where, I'm not going to say she peaked there. I think she peaked in like 2014. But Nicki's retiring because she wants to start a family. Now, honestly, I think that's best for her because it's time for her to retire. I think she's retiring because she has to retire. I don't think that there is a place for Nicki Minaj in the way that she's been packaged anymore in hip-hop. Now, I don't want you to take that as I don't think she's talented. I mean, she hasn't played anything, and made anything of any true replay value for me in the last few years. But nonetheless, it's been time for her to give it up. And there's a few reasons why. For one, she wants to get married and start a family, and I think at her age, it's probably best for her to step away from hip hop. Let me see, how old is Nicki Minaj anyways? It's really funny, like when I'm like really like recording like that. So she's 36 years old. So she's fucking 36 years old. Does she even make music for women her age? If you think about it, what is she talking about that's for a 36-year-old woman? Now, mind you, I don't listen to everything in depth. Like, I give all of her albums a once over, maybe a twice over. But I know she ain't rapping for me. So, I mean, motherfucker, if you ain't talking to me, motherfucker, I ain't listening. You know what I'm saying? But being a Barbie, the Barbs, motherfucker, if you 30, bitch, you still playing with Barbies. You got a motherfucking problem. But what do I know? I'm just a big motherfucking baby. But are there any female rappers who are rapping to the 35 and up crowd? You know, I reached out to some people who that's terrible. Oh shit, that's probably the worst thing I've had all day. Jesus freaking Christ. But anyways, I had some conversations with some women. I was like, yo, who y'all grown women rappers? Cricket. And I was like, damn, are there any grown women rappers? Well, maybe you got Remy, you know what I'm saying? But like, that's about it. But like, I don't know what the fuck Remy is rapping about, and neither do you, because ain't none of y'all listening to that shit. But back to Nicki, yeah, I just think she had to retire. Like, she had a good run. You know what I mean? 2010. I'll say, you know, obviously she was active earlier because she had like some Wayne verses. She had some random Brick Squad verses in like the 2008, 2009 time frame to 2019, a good 10-year career. She definitely she definitely, you know, elevated what it is to be a female MC. I think she did a lot for women in rap. She did a lot for herself, but yeah, her time is up, baby. You know, take your clock, like Flavor Flav said. Hey, your time is up. Because when you're 36 and you still rapping like you're 26, it's like, come on, baby. Where's your progression? And I don't think she just has not shown the progression into mature womanhood that I think that women her age are actually looking for. I think that because of the competition that she now has, like in dominating the younger women's market, that is pushing her out the door. Because you got Cardi, who she's beefing with and would not fail to take a shot at. You got Meg, you know what I'm saying? You got she got Rhapsody. You got Sweetie, you know what I'm saying? You got the City Girls. So like, I'm not putting Rhapsody into that whole ratchet vein. But you have all these younger women who are rapping and who are appealing to women who want to hear rap, but they're rapping about the shit that they're living, and I don't think niggas living that life anymore. But I don't think she's been able to successfully make that pivot from being like Rich Nick to, you know what I mean? Like from being the nigga who we used to fuck with back in the day to Rich Nick. And a lot of rappers can't do it. You see a lot of our male rappers, once, I mean, they've been in the game 10 years, 15 years, dropped a few albums, you know what I mean? And they've grown up and they're no longer struggling, they're no longer trapping. They've made their way in the industry, and you know what, bro? It be time for y'all niggas to retire and y'all just keep putting out bullshit. But the difference is, it's a little bit different for men trying to raise a family than women because it's just, you know, societal norms. Whether it's right or wrong, I'm not going to get into that. But what the fuck Nicki look like starting a family at 38 and being like, yeah, I'm the baddest, I'm the Barbie bitch. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here and give your little girl a Barbie and play with her, get her a Barbie house, motherfucker. Like, come on now. And then, like, you know, some would say, well, Cardi had a kid, and Cardi and Offset, they still like, Cardi's a stripper with a long tongue. Let's be real. Are we gonna ever, like, let's be real here. Like, the personas they put off, the type of person they try to be, is totally different. And I'm not gonna get into a Cardi versus Nicki because I think that there's absolutely nothing for the culture. But it is what it is. If we're gonna draw a comparison when it's valid, then we draw those comparisons when they're valid. But also, I mean, look at her making the pivot into Queen Radio. I think this was a calculated move. Like, you know what? I'm about to bow out the rap game, but here's my means because I have fans. My fans still want to hear from me. You see what Joe Budden's doing? That motherfucker ain't rapped in years. Motherfucker ain't had. Well, let me stop that. He's built more of a mainstream following as a media personality than he did as a rapper, and that's fine. And so I think Nicki's trying to do the same thing. But and there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I honestly, truthfully believe that Nicki had to fucking retire because her time was up. You know, speaking of media personalities, you know, we got the start of the NFL season coming on. Everybody's shitting on Jay, and they're still shitting on Jay because he said some shit about what single parents and young kids not dealing well with authority. maybe some validity there. I'm not totally rocking with that. I don't really want to get into that because what this is not going to be is let's talk about what Jay-Z said every day podcast. I saw a great, I saw a great post on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You named a social media platform. I don't remember what it was, but it said, black celebrities are not role models. Black celebrities are not role models. Black celebrities are not role models. Bruh, these motherfuckers are just immensely talented people who we like care about their talent, but they're not necessarily role models. Like, do you want to do what they're doing in life? If not, then they probably shouldn't be your role model because, like, that's not a role that you want to fulfill. And then also, like, just because they're talented doesn't mean that they're intelligent. It doesn't mean that they're well read. It doesn't mean that they possess exactly what it is that is necessary to, speak on an intelligent level about issues in society. You get what I'm saying? So I just think we should be mindful of how much stock we put into our role models, and I think we should also be mindful of the institutions that empower these role models, quote unquote, for these celebrities. Now, I don't think that we should say because a person is a celebrity, they can't be a role model and they can't have an educated opinion on something. But we gotta, vet them, make sure they know what the fuck they're talking about, check their track record. And again, like I said on the Kill Jay-Z podcast, I trust Jay-Z's track record, but he gotta prove something. And with these sound bites that have been coming out, he's not proven what he has proven before. With that performance last night, I mean, ain't nobody trying to see whatever the fuck his name is. I can't even think of his motherfucking name. I don't know. I know I saw him in Dubai, and I had more jewelry than him. I was like, come on, bro. You the headliner, not me. Damn, what's that motherfucker's name? Not even important. The song with Cardi, white boy rapper, Oakland. There we go. Whatever. But more importantly, here's what I kind of want to talk about. I want to talk about Nessa. I don't know Nessa's last name. I just know her first name's Nessa. I know she's Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend, and I know she got a big motherfucking mouth. Now, I don't have a problem with Nessa having an opinion. She's a fucking VJ, whatever the fuck that is. She's a media personality, so because you're a media personality, you have the opportunity to talk, and you deserve to talk. But I do have a problem with her speaking for Black America. Cause baby, you ain't black. Now let me look it up so I can tell you exactly what she is, cause she might have some black in her. I mean, I know she got a black man in her. Here, Nessa Diab, ain't no nigga. Let's go. I'm gonna go to Wikipedia, goddammit. Nessa, she's from Southern California. Let's see, personal life. Jesus Christ. Okay, she's Muslim. I don't care about her fucking religion. Where the hell is this woman from? But nonetheless, here's my issue with Nessa. Nessa has the opportunity to come out and speak and say the things that she wants to say, like stepping in for her boyfriend, which is one of my issues with what Colin's doing right now. I was like, hey, bro, I think I've said it on multiple podcasts. Hey, bro, it's time for you to talk. And not in the sense that, like, hey, you got to prove to these people you're ready to get back in the league. Because we see these posts that you're putting out. Bro, it's over with. Your NFL career's done. Rightfully or wrongfully. And nigga, it's done. But, dog, like, because of her association with him, we assume that what she says is what he says. But we all know, bro. Sometimes our girls be talking, you be like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't say that shit. Like, no. And then people be like, hey, bro, you better control your girl, you better control your bitch. You be like, I'm trying. But at the end of the day, motherfuckers is grown. And if a grown motherfucker gonna say some motherfucking shit, what the fuck you gonna do? You gonna say, hey, shut up. Whatever my girl just said is not my beliefs. I don't stand by that. That is her own personal beliefs. No, because that's gonna fuck up your happy home. But see, the problem is when she goes out and she starts demonizing other black people, other black men, that's where my problem comes in. It's like, whoa. You can't be calling niggas Uncle Toms. you ain't us. And when we say black celebrities aren't role models, Colin Kaepernick took a great stand, but shit. He's put some money in some great places, but shit, nigga, you gonna talk? Shit, Ali talked. King talked. Bill Russell talked. What's my man's name? From the Cleveland Browns, he talked. Again, I may not agree with what everybody said, but they talked. This motherfucker done went mute. And he let his woman talk for him. So now, Nelson can tell, Nelson is one of the gatekeepers to who's the woke black activist. And I'm not okay with that. I am not okay with that. And again, I support motherfucker. I bought the Colin Kaepernick jersey. I ain't gonna record a podcast in it because only self-promotion right here. Big baby. But when you have her going out and saying all the wild shit that she says, like, who hasn't she criticized at this point? She's criticized everybody who hasn't supported her. She criticized Jay. Oh no, you didn't talk to Colin. Bro, you don't know when they talk. I mean, even if you go through his phone, he can say he talked to Colin. Nigga talk a year ago, 2 years ago, a month ago. The motherfucker just said they talked. But for her to have such an elevated stance is problematic to me, and I think that this needs to adjust. I think Colin needs to come out and speak when he wants to speak, right? And I think that Nessa should speak on her own behalf and not appear to be speaking for herself, for her significant other, not because there's an issue with her speaking for Colin, but the issue becomes that her speech becomes the speech of Black America because of the pedestal that Colin has been placed on because of his actions. So during my break, I decided, I just hopped on the gram and I looked at some shit, and here's what the fuck I'm tired of. I'm tired of a lot of you goddamn vegans. Not all the vegans, because if you want to be vegan, motherfucker, go be vegan. Have a great time being as vegan as your motherfucking ass want to do. Because just like anything else, excuse me, if it don't affect my money, my loved ones, and my well-being, I don't really give a fuck. Right? But here's what the fuck I'm tired of. I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers acting like all the shit y'all be eating is good. Cause I know it's not. Y'all be having to tell us, ooh, look at what I'm eating today. Ooh, we having quinoa and lettuce. Motherfucker, you telling yourself that shit is good and want somebody to comment with the fucking hard eyes or the motherfucking 100 shit on your goddamn IG story just so you be like, you know what, this shit is alright. This shit is kind of good even though it's nasty as fuck and you be hungry as fuck. Like, look, stop it. Again, there's nothing wrong with it. And for your meat replacements, stop calling this shit meat shit, right? I'm tired of hearing, oh, I got these vegan ribs. Nigga, no you don't. You got processed soy. We got this vegan burger. Nigga, what? Is it a vegan burger, veggie burger? Alright, nigga, don't call it no hamburger. Ooh, we got these vegan wings. Nigga, no, that's cauliflower. Nigga, no, just call it what it is. And it might not even be cauliflower, nigga. I don't know what the fuck it is, because I don't eat that motherfucking shit. But all I'm saying is, stop calling it shit that it ain't. Oh, these meatless replacements are just amazing. They are just like meat. Nigga, no, it's not. It's like saying a strap-on is just like a dick. There's a difference, motherfucker. And again, if you want to be a vegan, add it. I've had some great vegan food. Shout out to Rooted in the Loop. Motherfucking jerk chickpeas was hitting. But some of y'all motherfuckers is just like, yeah, oh man. And stop it. Your shit look nasty. It look like you stopped using seasoning when you started going vegan. And again, Emmy, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about other vegans. But I just really have to get this shit off my chest, man, because this shit just really rubs me the wrong. Man, shut the fuck up, phone. You know what? I'm actually gonna respond to this, because I tell you what, bro, motherfuckers ain't shit. Well, what can you do for me? Hell. That's what you gotta do. You be like, well, motherfucker, what can you do for me? Hell. God damn it. Let me write down my lineup as I go. Let's see, what else we got here? We done did Nelsa. We done talked about vegans. Oh, hot girl summer's over. Time for you bitches to go to school and do what now? And hot girl semester, hot nerd semester. I tell you what, that's some bullshit, cause goddamn Meg Thee Stallion ain't nobody's semester. Motherfucker's supposed to be at school in Texas, like Texas Southern, but somehow she at some fashion show with Michael B. Jordan and Kyrie Irving. Yeah, right. That's an excuse, absence. Bitch, please, you better stop it. I don't even know why she in school. School is a means to an end. If you've already set up your means to the end, why are you wasting money going to school? Again, there's nothing wrong with being educated, but let's just not go get educated for the hell of being educated. Nigga, read a book. You can get all the knowledge from college that you want from reading and being around intelligent people. You don't have to pay to get that shit. I do like that she's inspiring young women to get their head in the book and the book in their head. But the problem is the other shit you posted ain't showing us that you in school. Motherfucker, I thought you know we was gonna see you like in a dorm. You know what I mean? Paper, laptops out, like, fuck, man, I gotta do this goddamn paper. I can't go to this show. You know what I mean? Money bag can't stay on campus because, you know what I mean? I ain't got visitation. Oh, man, got y'all fooled. But you know what? Anything for clickbait and follows. Hey, Moneybag, you better watch it. Michael B. Jordan sitting next to her. That nigga's an assassin. What else I got on the motherfucking list today? You know, there was an interesting conversation about cancel culture that I was listening to on Joe Budden's podcast. I'm just going to assume it was a week ago, Wednesday, the fucking 4th. 11 minus 7 is 4, yeah, right. So, yeah, I'm just going to assume it was the 4th when I was listening to it. Yeah, because I started writing this shit on Thursday. And there was an interesting talk about how cancel culture really doesn't exist. Like, the woke internet goes off to cancel people, but they really ain't canceling nobody. And it appears that only black people are being canceled by black people. Now, I haven't done the adequate research to figure out who the fuck has been canceled, but I've been saying fuck cancel culture and cancel culture because, motherfucker, look, you Twitter niggas ain't the world. Like, it's like people who leave bad Yelp reviews. It's the same fucking thing. Most people are okay with stuff. They're either happy with it or they're unbothered by it, so they don't say anything. Only people who are just in an uproar, they go off and leave motherfucking negative Yelp comments, go on Twitter and go crazy and stuff. But like, that's not society. And honestly, most of us don't really give a shit, if we're just gonna be perfectly honest. And I think that cancel culture has a level of influence and power. Cancel culture think that they have a level of influence and power that they don't have. I think people are afraid of cancel culture, but if you take a step back, who the fuck have they canceled? Because the people who really need to be canceled haven't been canceled. Like, I think Weinstein's still doing alright. I mean, y'all talking about canceling Chappelle now after his fest, and I'm like, yo, take a fucking joke. You know, that's the same shit that got me up out here on Instagram the first time. R.I.P. to Big Baby to Go, free Big Baby to Go. Follow me on Instagram right now. But it's just like, oh, y'all niggas mad because we disagreeing with y'all. But to me, the idea of just canceling everything is just fucking nuts. But here's why we need to cancel culture, because it's not doing its fucking job. Y'all niggas canceled R. Kelly yet? No, y'all ain't canceled R. Kelly. Motherfucker, I know some motherfuckers who was just goddamn singing remix to Ignition at karaoke the other night, you know what I'm saying? And maybe that talks about the people who I hang out with. But fuck it. When the music is good and you feel them vibes, happy people, yeah. Bro, you can't, you feel them vibes. Step in the name of love. Like when he be like, one, he was like, what the? Getting excited. I'm gonna put on my dancing shoe. Man, you hear that shit, you just wanna go out and step. Well, you be feeling that shit in your chest, especially when your buttons is unbuttoned and you got your gold chains out and you really like, boy, let me tell you something now, you feel it. So, if you're going to cancel people, you actually need to do the things that actually cancel them. You need to take an approach to people who actually are I don't know, man, or actively need to be canceled. Now, R. Kelly, I think he should probably be canceled. And I say probably because at the end of the day, the motherfucker makes good music, and his good music and his fucking pedophilia are two separate things. Like, lock him up. Yeah, please, put the motherfucker in jail, but he makes good music. I'm sorry, like, the way y'all came up to Michael Jackson 10 years after he died, bro, get the fuck up out of here, Oprah. I don't want no parts of that shit. Oprah and Gail, you fucking, well, y'all like, Oprah and Gail are sick. And I'm not gonna get deep in Oprah and Gail. For one, they wouldn't let me because they deep in each other. Oh, that's a joke. But I just think that we need to be rational about this stuff. Yeah, get people up out of it. Fuck up their money. Put them in jail. Reform them. I don't think we should just punish them. Yes, we need to punish them and reform them so they become better members of society, so they don't fuck up other people. But the music good, bro. I'm gonna play that shit. Be mad at me all you want to. Alright, I think I fucking killed this whole sheet. I was gonna do a little like spill on Andrew Luck for retiring and I neck beard, but I don't really give a fuck about that shit and neither do y'all. But I do want to talk a little bit about AB to the Pats. And I don't really want to talk about it from a football point of view. I think the Patriots are going to be a really good football team with or without Antonio Brown. I don't really give a fuck because I have not put any money on the Patriots. But I do have Antonio Brown on my fantasy team, so his success is close to me making money. So, well, whatever. Here's the thing, though. When he was trying to leave the Raiders, I became seriously concerned about the guy. You know, some of the wild stuff he was doing, it just didn't make sense. And I was like, bro, does this nigga have CTE or is he a fucking genius? And as it was going on and on, I'm like, bro, this motherfucker really might have early stages of CTE. We need to check on him. Damn football, we need to be worried about his overall mental health because the motherfucker don't seem stable. But then when everything rolled out, I was like, okay, maybe he... You know, once they said they was going to take his money, he was like, bro, I don't want to play with these losing ass motherfuckers anyways. Let me go to where I wanted to go in the first place and make some, and win. And play in a great system and play around great people and great infrastructure. I mean, some of us all act crazy when we're not in the proper work environment. And he did what he could to get to that work environment. But here's what I ask myself. Is it worth it? And I say is it worth it because you see where society is going, where people are going like, Odell Beckham plays on a $350,000 watch. That's nuts. For what? Why the fuck are you wearing a watch on a football field? But then you can say the same, well, why would somebody wear a chain? It's like, oh, well, you know, you can barely even see it. Well, exactly. Why would you wear it? You can barely even see it. For me, I'm like, well, I don't take my chains off. Then you got Alvin Kamara in the BBS is like, go diamond grill, shine like, bro, do you really need that when you play football? I mean, but it is swag the fuck up. And it's like, where do we draw the line on acceptable out of the box behavior? And I think, don't get me wrong, Antonio Brown and some of the other stuff I'm talking about, they're separate, but it goes to people no longer falling in line and doing what the system tells them to do. It's about blazing their own path. And to a degree, you know, everything to me is with a degree. I don't really go all the way left or all the way right on much. But to a degree, I agree with them. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't don't know if I could go as far as Antonio Brown did to sabotage himself in order to get to where he wanted to go. And maybe that speaks to my inability to do what it takes to be where I want to or need to be. I don't know. But how far would you go? How low can you go? Like, what is too far? Like, is this nigga crazy? Is he really crazy? Should he be checked? Do we need to start doing like brain scans of this motherfucker? Make sure, you know, he ain't CTE'd up? Or was he really just masterminding a move to get to New England? Either way, I don't know. And I just hope Tom Brady throws him the ball a lot and he scores a lot of touchdowns, because I need that for my fantasy football team. But I saw an interesting take on Instagram today, and I say it's interesting because I think it's fucking trash. But somebody was saying that AB to the Patriots is worse than KD to the Warriors. Why, how, who, what, when, where? I guess. No, I don't fucking guess. I see the parallel. Somebody who's at the top of the league going to one of the best teams in the league, one of the best infrastructures in the league. But I think it's a little bit different because, for one, there was like 2 weeks ago the Patriots didn't know where their receiving corps was going, and I still don't think they know where it's going, because Josh Gordon is like a day away from not playing. Julian Edelman's old as fuck. Demaryius Thomas is out of town, and we don't know when N'Keal Harry's coming back. There was an obvious gap, so they took it. But then also, like, the effect of one person on an NBA floor as opposed to the effect of one person in an NFL game are two totally different things. Football is a contact sport, for one. People are going to get hurt. People don't like to get hurt in the NBA. I mean, it happens, but not nearly as often as football. Football is one game, so anything can happen on one given day. There are different variables, whether it's weather. Home field matters a little bit more in football because of weather, stadium type, the crowd, I think, has a larger effect. There's more people on the field. And Antonio is not a primary player. He's a wide receiver. He does not control games. Receivers do not control games. If you look at the best receivers in NFL history, you take away Jerry Rice, but you look at Calvin Johnson, Randy Moss, Chris Carter, right? Terrell Owens, Chad Ochocinco, I already said Calvin Johnson. Who else? Larry Fitzgerald. Hell, even AB to this point in his career. Julio Jones to this point in his career. Nuke Hopkins to this point in his career. These motherfuckers ain't won shit. So winning does not come with being a great wide receiver. Whereas in basketball, if you're a great fucking three-man, you're probably going to win a championship because you have the opportunity to control the game. Now, prior to coming to Golden State, Kevin Durant had not won one, but he was close. He was on the edge. A little bit here, a little bit there, and he has a motherfucking ring. So I just think that was a weak-ass take. I thought it was something just to get clickbait and to get people like me talking about it, and people more important to me actually talking about it, and us to look at it on Instagram and talk shit about it. And I just think that's trash when the media does that shit. But another thing, man, shit, speaking of AB, have we heard about the allegations that just came out? I'm going to take a bathroom break, and we're going to get into the allegations about AB. Alright, let's take a little pissy piss. Let's get back into this AB shit, man. So I'm sitting at this Mexican spot today that I went to for Taco Tuesday, but apparently they didn't want me to do Taco Tuesday. That apparently LeBron's not gonna be able to copyright, which who gives a fuck, nigga? You didn't make up Taco Tuesday. But anyway, so I went with Taco Tuesday action, and it pops on my phone. Antonio Brown, accused of rape, sexual assault. I'm like, oh shit. Prime timing. And then you get to the pass and it's like, oh shit. No. This police got this out your closet, boy. Ain't no Super Bowl for you, nigga. But on a serious note, so I went through and read through the allegations, and I'm like, oh, so you kissed her without permission? Okay, you probably shouldn't have done that. I can think of a man or two who's probably guilty of kissing a woman without permission, because I don't know many men go, hey baby, can I give you a kiss? Yes, thank you. You know, you kind of just, you know, you be filling out the vibes, which is really scary because now you can't really be filling out the vibes, because at the end of the day you could think you be filling the vibes, but then if you fill out the vibes and then you don't be like, hey, can I do this? Then you technically did not get consent. And back in the day, they said silence was consent, but silence ain't consent no more. Consent is consent, and if you don't get consent, you didn't get consent. So, that's that. Then he pulled out his loaf, and I'm like, alright, you know, probably should have done that. But again, I think of a man or two that hit a chick with a pack out. Again, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it exists out there, and you know, it's common. At some point in the world, in the world, it was common practice when they say, hey, they pull the loaf out. Then I read it like, he jacked off in front of him. I'm like, okay, that's getting a little weird now, bro. You just pulling your dick out and masturbating in front of him. Like, yo, baby, you know what I mean? You like what you see, girl? Right, nigga, put that shit away. What you jacking off for? There's a woman right here. Go stick her. Get some head. If she allows you, with consent. And then finally, he said he busted on her back. And I'm like, oh, well, I've busted on the back or two before. But it was after having consensual sex and did not want to bust inside of the woman because that would be, I ain't trying no kids. So, I just found myself just hoodwinked, bamboozled. I'm like, oh my God, AB. Why would you do all this sick shit, for one? And why would you do all this sick shit without permission, for two? And why would you do, it's just like, oh my God, motherfucker, you fucking up. So then, you know, I have my skepticism because timing is everything. And not to say that a victim can't come out and call a nigga to put his nigga's feet to the fire whenever she feels like it. But I just found it odd, you know. Oh, he just got to a new team, just signed a $10 million contract. This shit happened when? And then the reports were weird. It was like a chick you went to college with, you know what I mean? And all this other shit. And like, oh, like, bro, this shit happened in college over 10 years ago? Again, you know, you can't put a date on a victim coming out. But it's like, oh, it happened in 2017 and 2018. And it happened over a period of time. Again, I'm not going to get too deep into this shit. Because Me Too ain't coming after my motherfucking ass. I am scared of y'all bitches. Let me tell you. So then goddamn, let me see something. But the text get a little nasty. This man, what he said? I jacked my dick on your back. Slept with you in bed. This nigga can't type. Fuck your knowledge, bitch. I've been all pro before I even knew you. So then they didn't go to college together. You hit me up online, bitch, crying. I didn't hit you up. You never left my house since you had hotel. You feel asleep on my couch. Bro, this nigga is dumb. Fuck out of here. My baby mama tricked your dumb ass. Blast me. You're a failure. Tell everybody you own a gym. What you gonna blast? Don't fucking write my phone. Lion, Lien. Bitch. Thought it was easy to get a come up using God alias fake asshole. You and your mama thought y'all hoes had a come up. Fuck out of here. Don't write my team. Alright, nigga. The fuck? Thank you for giving us control of your life for 3 weeks. Next time you and your mama plotting on the come up, make sure you all hoes pick the right man. Dumbass hoes. Maybe somebody you already fucked your mama controlling your life. Like she gonna help the come up. You failed at gymnast. You a nobody. Me and whatever. A laugh about this shit. Me busting on your back. It's not funny. I'll let them know when I'm bored. You a disgrace to little girls. You a failed gymnast. Living in the past at your mama's house with your mama. Lucky I showed you around. You're welcome. My baby mama know a weak bitch when she spot one, you played yourself. Alright, for one, I don't condone men talking to women like that. This shit is absolutely just unnecessary. And I also don't condone niggas having such poor grammar and they typing and texting. Like, nigga, AB, I get you the smartest cookie in the motherfucking pot, but goddamn, nigga, this shit is terrible, nigga. Like, I could barely even read that dumbass shit the way your motherfucking ass is talking. But, whatever. Look, niggas, here's what I'm gonna get into. I'm gonna let the courts deal with that shit. She filed a civil suit, which means she wants the bag, and AB is countersuing for extortion. So I'm gonna let that shit play out, and that's a smart move by him. That if he didn't do anything wrong, you should countersue, because that also helps clear your motherfucking name. And if you didn't do shit, bro, don't sell out of court, because then you motherfucker you did it. But here's what I'm gonna get into. Hey, niggas, stop being stupid with your goddamn phone. What you texting this motherfucker for? If you got something to say, call it, hey, bro. Because screenshots, baby. Screenshots. But then again, I don't know if you should call it because, hell, 8B record everything. I'm sure he got the motherfucking recordings from the phone call. He got everything. That motherfucker is TMZAB by goddamn self. But then, like, why go out and demean the lady? Okay, she trying to, you may be mad. I got that shit. But, man, bro, let your legal team handle it. You know what I'm saying? Don't call out of her name. Don't be calling her dumbass bitch. And if you're going to call her dumbass bitch, at least spell dumbass bitch right, you dumbass bitch. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't understand a motherfucker like, oh yeah, bro, I'm busting on your back. Okay, nigga. You an all-pro wide receiver. I hope you done busted on a bitch's back before. My baby mama know you weak. Okay, the dumb bitch still staying around. Okay, good for her, nigga. You got her pregnant. You stuck with her. Who gives a fuck? She probably fucking with your niggas. I'm being like the fucking like woman supporter right now, which is nuts. Cause let me shut up. But I just find it crazy. Like, I just don't understand the man who wants to go, you ain't shit. I'm all pro. Okay. Good for you, nigga. She know what the fuck you are. You know what the fuck she is. You still fucked. You know what I mean? You still were interested in the woman. So obviously, like, she is some type of something. It's one thing if you don't know anything about an individual, you get to know, like, oh shit, bitch, you ain't shit. Or you be like, oh, this bitch ain't shit, but I'm still trying to fuck. But once you try to fuck, like, you can't say she ain't shit no more because it's like, oh, well, nigga, you try to fuck. Like, I remember one time, it was this chick, she looked nice. You know what I mean? And I pulled up on her. You know what I mean? And I missed. Shooters shoot. Shooters miss. I missed the shot. And then the bitch said something. I was like, bro, to this bitch, she ain't really shit. But I'm like, I can't tell her she ain't shit because I try to fuck. So once you try to fuck, it's like, oh yeah, you done lost that one. Because nigga, they're like, well, if I ain't shit, you still try to, well, yes, I fuck people who ain't, bitches who ain't shit. Because I ain't shit, motherfucker. Neither here nor there. But I just can't get into the meaning of women who you trying to shoot at. Like, AB, nigga, you're 31. What are you doing? Who cares? Like, I don't. And if you want to tell a woman she ain't shit, well, stop fucking women who ain't shit. Fuck other women in your tax bracket, other women in your social circles. Like, here's what men got to stop doing. And I'm not here to preach to men. I don't do that. But what we gotta stop doing is reaching down for women just because they're attractive, just because they're bad. We gotta find women who are there on our levels that we can actually vibe with and rock out with. Because what ends up happening is you start messing around in the gutter. She might look good, but she's a gutter slut, and you get gutter slut problems. And then when you want to say something to the motherfucker, be like, oh yeah, I'm done with you. You ain't about nothing. Then you find yourself in a situation, right? Because look, if you're messing with women who are in your tax bracket, you're not gonna get extorted. If he's getting extorted. Now, if he raped her, then bro, nigga, you're nasty and you need to be fucking dealt with appropriately. But if you mess with these broke hoes, you got all this money. Well, duh, she gonna try to get a bag if you start fucking with her. Like, that's the society that we live in, and we've seen this happen so many times and times again. I don't understand why people still keep going back to it. Why they still keep fucking with it. I just don't know. Like, nigga, how dumb can you be? Learn from the mistakes of others. Don't be dumb. Nigga, don't be the dumb ass bitch, you dumb ass bitch. But based on all the shit AB been doing, shit, I don't know what the nigga is. He a dumbass bitch? He got CTE? Is he fucking mentally unstable? Or is he just fucking an insane genius? I don't know. But that's why your fucking celebrities shouldn't be your role models, because these niggas is fucking nuts too. Lastly, and I was not going to get into the AB shit like I did, but there's an article, I think in the New York Times, I don't remember. I'm not going to quote. It was a KD article, right? And KD came out and said some things that I thought was pretty interesting. First, he talked about, or one thing he talked about was how he didn't necessarily fit in with the Warriors. It was like the Warriors and KD. Yeah, nigga, duh, they already won the shit without you. This shit ain't getting no better. And two, you were a different kind of superstar than all of them. Like Steph wasn't supposed to be the superstar that he was. Clay wasn't supposed to be the superstar that he is. Draymond's not a superstar. You the second best player in the league. Like, you that nigga. So you come join them when they already have something that you didn't have, you get looked at differently. You don't fit in with them. You're in a different place in your life, bro. You single as shit. You a single superstar, nigga. Steph got a wife and kids. Clay smoking weed and drinking Coors. And Draymond got kids and shit. So, like, it's just a different fit. But then, here's the thing that really got to me was, he talked about, and I actually want to quote this one. I want to quote this one. Usually, I don't get into quoting shit properly, but I'm going to quote this one right. Some days I hate the circus of the NBA. Some days I hate that players let the NBA business, the fame that comes with the business, alter their minds about the game. Sometimes I don't like being around the executives, the politics with it. I hate that. I get it, Katie. I know you want to get out there and ball. You say you want to get out there and ball, but that's not what you do. You do more than just play basketball. And there's nothing wrong with being more than an athlete. But understand, when there's a business involved, it becomes more than just a game. There are people in all industries who don't want to deal with the bullshit of their industry, but you have to deal with it in order to be successful. Like, nigga, if you just care about playing basketball, go play pickup, bro. Just go to the random gym, random rec league, and just play, bro. But no, you want what comes with being an NBA superstar. And you're don't get me wrong, like, you're doing great things with it. You're starting businesses, you're investing, you elevated the status of your family. You went from life of poverty to a life of generational wealth. And basketball is giving you that opportunity. And I think that, yes, it's just a game, but because you're playing it professionally, it's more than just a game. It's your lifestyle. It's a career. And with every career comes political bullshit. I'm sure the executives get on your nerves talking about this and that and fucking the analytics of this, but that's their job. I know the media gets on your nerves talking about, well, is there drama going on here? Bro, they have a job to do too. They have to pay their bills. Now, if you want to play basketball with no crowd and no media, then leave the NBA. And I'm not a person who's like, get with it or get out. No, by no means. But when you're in a commercial industry and you get commercial dollars because of the commercialized industry that you're in, you have to accept everything that comes along with that. Because if you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're just going to be complaining, but nothing's really ever going to change. Never change. You never change. But, yeah, so KD, he does this once or twice a year. And I mean, most of the time I get it, I understand. But I just think that he needs to be... Jalen Rose had a good take on it. He said it's like a 90-10. And the 90 makes it worth it, but the 10 is so fucking annoying. I just think KD should be more publicly appreciative of the opportunities that he has. And he should, I don't know, bro. If you want to be the low-key NBA player, you probably should, stop going on podcasts, stop doing all these damn interviews, stop doing boardroom and all these different projects you have going on. Because if you don't do, like, this other stuff that you're doing outside of basketball, but because of basketball, you know, you kind of sound like you're talking on both sides of your mouth, which is something that you tend to do once or twice a year. And I get it though. I totally get it. But nah, bro, I'm not rocking. And some of the reasons why I be saying, bro, like, celebrities shouldn't always be role models. But I think Kevin Durant's a great role model. Like, I ain't trying to show Kevin Durant's a role model, but you see some of the inconsistencies. But we all have inconsistencies. Boy, look at me fucking just not even like, I'm just hedging all my fucking bets. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got for today. Hope y'all enjoy this one. I think I videoed the whole podcast, so it'll be up on the YouTube page in a day or two. Who knows what we're gonna have on the next podcast? I'm trying to get back on the weekly schedule. I think that's what's gonna be best for me and for the rest of you. If you have any suggestions of anything, hit my DMs on Instagram, free Big Baby the Goat, Twitter, Big Baby the Goat. Hit the Facebook page, Big Baby the Goat, or you can go to the contact us on the website, bigbabythegoat.com. Big Baby at